not we're alive crazy about is my lighting. I just don't feel like my lighting is good, is right, is perfect. You know, as perfectionists.
Right. Well, hello, everybody. Sorry we're running late. We were having some
Tech
technical
issues.
yes, technical difficulties, but we are here now. And as you know, I am doing a collaboration with the Happy Paper people with Marianne. And if you were with us last week, was that just last week?
Yeah, it seems like forever ago, doesn't it?
Does. It does. Gosh.
Jello, everybody, Jello. Sylvia's away.
Hello.
Whoop.
Let's see
Oh.
who's here. I see. Boy, y'all just been chatting up a
Did you
storm.
happen to see Sandy's post just like an hour ago? She put it in Happy Paper People of the box she's doing.
I did not. I
It's
did not
cool.
get to see
I
it.
I figured you wouldn't have time, but you can check it out later. It's pretty cool.
I sure
Hey,
will.
Sandy.
Let's see. I see Sylvia and Sandy and Grinning Ferret. Hey, JD. How are you, hun?
Hi.
Bumonicious. She
Love your
goes by
name.
she goes by J by JD because her name is Janice, and
Uh-huh.
there were so many Janices
Yeah.
at the time that she just went by JD to make it easier. Kind of like I do Witchy because there's so
Right.
many
There's a lot
more.
of Laura's, yeah.
And I
It makes
posted this,
sense.
huh?
It makes sense, and I love Grin and Ferret. That's a great name.
Isn't that cute? And she is a ferret, trust me, a grinning ferret. But she I posted a video of a comedian,
Mm-hmm.
and it was called Bominicious, and
Okay.
it is so funny. So ever since I've seen that, I call her that because it you would have to see it. But anyway,
I will have to see it.
every little group has their little inside jokes. And
Mm-hmm.
were you? I didn't know that, JD. She said she was always grinning ferret. Let's see. Um, there's Margie, Fifi, and who else?
So
Let's
Sylvia, Sandy,
see.
Margie, and JD. Hey, important people are here, right?
That's it. That is it. I was looking for my friend Debbie because Debbie is like just I have opened a whole new world for her
That's awesome. That's
with
awesome.
steampunk. She loves it. So I
I
was
could,
hoping she would be able to make it tonight, but I don't see her.
maybe she's just running late.
Yeah, I hope so.
Not another of our favorite people that I'm sure will still be here.
Right. So, if you were with us last week, what we did was we prepared our boxes. We collaged, gave them some texture, a little bit of dimension. We painted them, made some metallic looking, or some of us did. Now, if you saw Glennis's box was awesome. It looked ancient to me.
She's good at grunge.
She is. Hey, Susie Q.
Hey, Susie.
But it, I loved how
Oh,
her
Siri
Which one? Susie Arnie, Susie Analyses, or Susie France?
Siri, go away.
I will not then.
Oh, she will not go away?
That's
Wow. How rude. Oh, shoot. Hi, Debbie.
Where's Debbie? Oh, I'm sorry you don't feel good, hon.
Oh. Yeah, just lay there and watch. Don't worry about making anything. You can do all that later.
Don't make a mess that you got to clean up or
Oh, that's the
anything
worst.
like that. Just lay back and relax, hon, till you get to feeling better. But what I was saying earlier, we got our boxes prepared. and everybody has their own little style. You know, like I said, Glennis's was very grungy. Look at
Mhm.
Marianne's. Hers has all that beautiful color on it.
And I'm
I mean,
liking
that's
yours.
gorgeous. And then mine has a little bit of color, but a
Mhm.
lot of metal look to it.
Yes,
Which
I love
they
it.
all do, actually. I don't
They're
know what
all
it is about.
the same but different.
Oh, there's Glennis. Let's see if she got her.
Glennis, can we hear you?
Nope, still
Nope.
no sound.
No sound. Don't know what is going on. I know that they're having problems with power outages, but on her cell phone, she should be able to have regular cell service.
Right.
But for some reason, it's not allowing her to have any sound.
Glennis was going to read chat for us tonight.
Yeah. Hi, Bonnie.
Ew. Hi, Bonnie. All right. Well, I don't know what to do about Glennis. I hate that.
Yeah, she was going to
Glennis,
reach out so we wouldn't have to. Margie screams. Can you hear me? I scream louder. Hi, Glennis. Oh, shoot. It's good.
For those of you who weren't here last week, if you watch for Nightbot, he is posting Marianne's channel link. If you would, please go in there and pee on her porch.
Awesome. I love it. Oh, please come. Please do.
Y'all go by there and subscribe to her channel.
Oh, that's so awesome. Oh.
I would appreciate it greatly.
Bonnie was without power all day yesterday because of 3 hailstorms in a row. Oh, 65-mile-an-hour winds are no joke.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Candy.
Hi, Candy. Hi,
Hey,
Eric. Yeah, Eric's going to make a mess tonight.
Bonnie said she already peed on Marianne's porch. I think most of us have, but I just wanted to make sure that y'all saw. And also, if you have not joined her group, Happy Paper People, go ahead and go over there and put your request in to join. And after all of this, I'm sure she will check her group to see if she has any new requests to join.
I'll give you a secret. If you answer all 3 questions, it'll let you in automatically and you won't have to wait to be admitted.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, hey, Sarah. Okay.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I
Long
wanted
time
to
no see. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Yep, Bonnie, I knew you were in Happy Paper People.
Oh, I've known Bonnie. I've known Bonnie for years. So one of the first. I mean, I haven't been around like junk journaling and this kind of stuff a long time. I lurked on YouTube for or Facebook, I should say. I lurked on Facebook for a couple of years before I even dared do anything and just watched people in awe, at all the awesome stuff they were doing.
Right.
But Bonnie was in one of the first groups that I joined, and I think my first swap ever was with Bonnie, and
Really?
yeah, loved her ever since. She didn't know.
Wow.
She probably didn't know it was my first swap ever.
I've always just they stress me out, swaps.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why, but
I've only done a few. That was at the beginning. I thought, oh, okay, well, maybe this is the thing to do, get involved in this. And then I went, no, I don't want to do that because there's a commitment and I'm not going to renege on somebody. And I hate the deadline and I just have too many things going in life. So I just quit doing them.
I tell everybody I hate commitment. I'm not gonna lie. I hate it.
Understandable.
So I don't often do commitments. Okay, y'all. So tonight I'm gonna teach you different things. What I want you to look at everything around your desk and think about it differently. About what you could do with a little bit of paint or gesso, waxes, um, sparks, whatever you have that you can lay down color or whatever. What you can do to alter it and make it look steampunk. Because let's face it, steampunk's pretty easy. All you
Yeah.
have to do is mix different textures with grungy colors. You know, I don't ever expect to see pastels in grunge.
Sorry, me and steampunk me either. that was funny when you said that.
And Margie says, "Oh my God, everything around my desk? Yikes."
You can skip the floor, Margie. You can skip the floor.
So one of the things that I found tonight, I had this glass Christmas ornament that's a heart.
I have some of those.
Do you?
Yes, I put them on a
love
miniature
them.
Christmas tree every year. They are cool.
I love them. I think they're so pretty. Well, I'm going to alter this and make it into a steampunk embellishment.
I love it. All of mine are going steampunk now after I watch yours.
Because honestly, when you look at that, the last thing that comes to mind is steampunk, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, we're going to change that.
Mm.
So, I want y'all to get the girliest, least steampunk thing that you can, and I'm talking a bit or a bob, and it could be a
I've got some lace here.
you can do lace. Y'all saw me cutting up lace, but I just want you to see you can slap paint on anything.
Yeah.
And totally change the face of it. You can do a domino. I have some, let's see. You can do a charm. You can take pop tops off of cola cans and alter them to make those part of your steampunk decor.
They make super cute belt buckles for Santa too.
Oh, Glennis, don't you dare apologize, hon.
What? Not your fault.
That was not.
Oh my goodness.
You can't help that. Okay.
Yeah. Technology.
I live in Louisiana, okay? Our infrastructure is like a third world country. Seriously, after all the storms that we've had.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Companies are like, we're not going to bother fixing it that good because
oh my gosh,
another storm is going to come through and tear it all up. So we're just going to leave it. That's the attitude in Louisiana. So don't you dare apologize, honey. I completely understand that things like that happen. But what I have here are just some little bits and bobs, and you can use flatbacks like we did last time. You can get whatever. The other thing I want to show you is, now last time when we used paper, remember we made the little rivets?
Yeah.
With the flatbacks and the paper. Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, I want to show you how you can take paper and tear it, add a little bit of metallic paint to the edge. You would normally just like ink it, but you can add that metallic paint, put it on your box, layer it.
Ooh, that's looking cool. I do that with inked like book pages, but with
Uh-huh.
metallic edges, I never thought of. That's cool.
That's right. But when you put that metallic, it
Uh-huh.
totally changes it. And then when you put like a gel medium over it, and it
Right.
gives that lacquered look.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so cool. It is so cool. It's one of my favorite
Oh, wow.
simple ways to change the face of something.
Okay, what do you think of this?
Sharon,
Is this too girly?
that's pretty. Let's make us both big so everybody can see. That's perfect.
You think so? Okay.
That's perfect.
A bow and a heart. And they're gold. It's a pin. Okay.
Yep.
Will I just cut the pin stuff off, or will I leave that on?
You can leave it on. That can because well, it depends on what you're going to be using to.
Well, that's true. How we're going to attach it.
Yeah, I use gel medium.
Uh-huh.
And I use 3-in-1, and I use E6000. Those are my go-to glues.
I've got some heavy body mixed media paste.
That'll work. That's perfect.
Oh,
That will hold it.
Oh, I've got so many things like that. We're going to have to do more of these because I want to do some more things.
So, right now we're going to play, and we're going to just look at some of the things that we might, because what I do is I love to make lots of embellishments.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that speak to me the most, the ones that come out looking the best, those are the ones that I want to add to my project.
Okay.
And then the others I just tuck away for next time because there might be something out there better to put it on.
I'm going to grab, who is Athena Cards and More?
That is Sharon. Hey, Sharon.
Hello,
I said that a minute ago, but
I know you said hi, but I didn't get a chance to. I didn't want to interrupt to ask what her name was so I could meet everybody.
She is a card maker, and she makes beautiful cards.
Nice.
Okay, so I got my paintbrush. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to show y'all how pretty lace can be when you paint it. I know that sounds weird. Also, handmade paper, which I didn't make this, but it's like handmade paper. I'm not exactly sure what to call it, but it's really cool. But right now, I took this little scrap of lace, and I'm going to show y'all what it looks like when you apply different mediums to it. And right now, I can't find
other mediums that I put away. I don't know why I put them away.
Well, I don't know what I did with my gesso. I used to, joke around and I would say, gesso is life. Because I didn't know what to do without gesso.
Right.
I use it for everything. Well, not everything, but
everything. I get you. Not everything, just everything.
Where did my gesso go? Really?
Yeah. Did you misplace it already?
Oh, I could have sworn I had it before we started.
Where is black gesso, white gesso, primer? But where is my heavy body mixed media paste? I
very cool. See my gesso anywhere?
Let's see. You might have to make you big.
I see it. I found
it. See it? I got a very cool gift from Miss Glennis. These are stains by Patty Pockets. I might just find a way to use those because I've only used them once and they were very cool, and I'm anxious to try them on different types of things.
I love Patricia, what is it, Viramonte?
Viramontes. Mm-hmm.
I love her. And I have seen her stains, but I've never actually gotten them.
I was not even familiar with them. And Glennis, for my birthday, sent me 3 of them. Was so thoughtful.
Super nice.
Yeah, it was. Okay. What happened to my mixed media? Oh my gosh. Oh, well.
So what I'm doing now, y'all, I am just adding, and you can't see me, I am taking a piece of lace and I'm painting it with black gesso. Now, I know most people use white gesso, but
I have both.
black.
I do too. I kind of tend towards black, but I have both because sometimes it doesn't need a black base. Let's see. I'm looking for a piece of lace.
Debbie says, I don't have gesso, but have kilts that I use as a base coat. Well, that's, Debbie, that's fine.
Yeah.
I am all about using what you got. That's awesome.
I don't know if I want to paint any of these, but you know what? I have some lace.
Now, y'all, don't take a piece of beautiful, like, bridal lace or something like that and mess it up.
Those away. Do you have thick or thin lace? Does it really matter, or?
It does not matter. I actually love crocheted trim the best, but I could not find any right offhand. So I'm doing, this was a piece of a curtain, I think. And it's the part where you put the rod in, so it's doubled. And that's what I'm using.
I've got a bunch of little pieces of crocheted trim that I had cut into like 2-inch things. I was using them for little clusters.
I want the crocheted stuff because it's thicker and it gives more dimension. Yeah. I love texture and dimension.
Me too.
So, I'm thinking. But I try to stay away from like the real, like I want flat laces, and I don't want like anything with like flower appliques or something like that. I just don't think that's,
because flowers aren't steampunky.
Right. No, you could do anything steampunk.
True.
I mean, really, you could.
How thick or thin do you?
However thin or thick you want it. I just don't want it. I just don't want it to be so thick that it takes forever for it to dry.
Right. All right.
I'm going to lay this to the side, and I'm going to start gessoing something else. Y'all, when you're altering stuff, gesso is your friend, because it'll make anything take on whatever kind of medium you want to use.
All right. Guess I'm going to have to stock up on even more gesso.
Well, if you want to,
love gesso.
I can't imagine doing mixed media often without gesso.
Without, yeah.
You know, if you really dig.
I haven't done it as often as I would like, so.
Well, it's messy.
I'm okay with that.
That's usually why I because I would craft every day, but sometimes I just get tired of cleaning it up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, there's that little domino. Here is this little domino.
What am I going to put these on? I should have brought in another little plate.
And now I'm going to paint. If I hadn't have tried these, I was going to use a little metal frame with a bow on it, like the one that you have.
Mm-hmm.
But I remembered these, and I was like, oh.
Those are cool.
I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I already made one. I played with it, and I cannot for the life of me find what I did with it.
Do you worry about doing both sides, or just know that you're only going to do the side that's going to be up?
I do both sides just because
You never
I'm
know how you're going to use it.
ridiculous.
Well, I mean, my instinct was to, and then I thought, okay, am I just being overly ridiculous?
Well, I like to like with this is a little different because it's see-through.
So cool.
So I don't want anybody to look through it and see and it look unfinished.
Right. Yeah, I get that. Don't want to see white lace peeking out anywhere.
Right.
From the
Yeah,
side.
you want to saturate it for sure. And I am already just as messy and dirty as a pig in mud.
Yeah. And happy as one too.
That's right. That is right. But of course, in Louisiana, we don't say a pig in mud. We say a pig in something else.
Yeah.
I don't know if they say that elsewhere, but
they do. Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of farm country near me too.
Yep. Yep. But it's true. If you've ever seen a pig getting all nasty,
rolling around in it,
they just got the biggest old grin on their face.
Well, it starts out as mud.
Let's see. We're missing. Oh, hey, Angela. Thank you for coming. She said, hi, Debbie.
Hey, Sheila.
Stuff together for you. Do you have the 3D embossing? Sis, did you start out with a wooden cigar box? Sharon, I did kind of, but it's the real thin. It's not the expensive fancy cigar boxes. It's kind of like really, really thick, dense chipboard, kind of cardboard, but the nicer cardboard, if that makes sense.
You know what? After doing this, I have been searching out from a couple of different vendors costs of these boxes that look like cigar boxes, but are just a good quality cardboard or chipboard that I could get for the store that would be not very expensive, because cigar boxes can be very expensive.
Yeah.
And then we cover them all up with all this stuff.
That's why I tell everybody, don't use your beautiful, nice cigar boxes.
Well, it's the only one I had. So it better turn out looking better than it was.
See, Sharon, not this kind. These are too nice. Don't mess those up.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
You know, this one has a clasp on it and everything.
Wow.
Very, very nice. This one is more like a school box. The old pencil boxes that we used.
Yeah, when we were kids, that's what we used, was those old cardboard pencil boxes like that. They weren't even plastic back then.
Right. No, we didn't. They were cardboard or chipboard or whatever.
Yeah. Yep, with paper over them.
Yep. And I had to have a brand new one every single year.
Of course. Well, they got kind of beat up.
Well, true.
But if we knew then what we know now, we would have just covered it with paper and
that's right.
It would have lasted forever. We still would have wanted a new one every year so we could do new stuff to it.
But I loved school. I was that nerdy kid that got so excited when school was starting up, and I couldn't wait. Y'all, my favorite, most kids want to go shopping for their birthday or shopping for Christmas. Nope, not me. I wanted to go school supply shopping.
Exactly. Oh, man. I'm with you.
I remember getting so excited when I would see all that stuff out.
Office supplies. It's like equivalent to craft supplies.
Yep, absolutely. Oh my gosh, Mom, look at this new Trapper Keeper. I've got to have it. Remember those?
Yes.
They got the chipboard pencil boxes. Church got them for a VBS project. Really, Sheila?
Nice.
At Marianne, contact Pearl's Finds. She will offer you a great deal on a quantity of cigar boxes.
Pearl has
Yes.
cigar boxes?
Pearl does. Pearl has a buttload of
Really?
cigar boxes, and she was selling them for $4 a piece
What?
a while back. And I bet if you made her a deal,
Mm-hmm.
you could get them like a bulk amount.
Yeah. Wonder if she still has them.
Well, the other day, this was a week or two. Hey, Buford. The other day, it was a couple of weeks ago, she said she had about 400.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
I'm maybe I will. I don't need 400, certainly.
well,
And I don't need to buy them and resell them higher because you guys can get them straight from Pearl. But I certainly would use some for myself unless I can get just a plain old box, for us cheaper and have it in the store for always. But
yeah, she has some really nice ones. So I would,
that's cool. I will. I'll shoot her
prefer these. They're easier to, but it's up to the individual.
Sure.
I mean, any of you in chat, if you message Pearl, I'm sure she would be happy to sell you.
Oh yeah.
Miss Kathy Valenti had them too.
Really?
Over at Kathy's World.
Uh-huh.
So if you message her, you could probably get you some. I know a lot of sellers that have them.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I didn't get to say hello to Sheriff Buford. Hey Ray, how are you? Just
Hey, Ray.
Nice.
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna mute for a second. I'm gonna dry this.
Okay. Even though it mutes it itself after 10 seconds. These cameras do a pretty good job of that. 10 seconds seems like a long time, though, when you're making that kind of noise. But if you start your dryer going and can hang in there for 10 seconds, then it automatically takes your sound down. Some will almost literally mute it, and others it just takes it down where it's such a small noise in the background that you don't even, it's not a problem at all. But it does seem like a long time when you're doing it and you feel like you're blowing everybody out with the noise. So if there's somebody else on with you, we tend to mute. Oh, this is going to be cool. The black gesso isn't even dry, and already I want to start putting other colors on it to bring out this design. That's going to be cool.
Mm-hmm. When you start adding
pyramids, they would be very steampunky, wouldn't they? Yep. I think I need to do some of them.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, y'all. You can make anything look steampunk. You really can.
Should I cut them in rows of 2 or 1 in singles? What do you think? I mean, I could cut it when I go to use it, but I don't want to. I don't want to scrape anything off of it and then have to redo it. So
it would probably be easier to alter them first. Like in a row of 2 or whatever.
And then cut them up.
And then cut them up.
Let's see here.
Well, hey, Laura, how are you? Marianne, are you the one I have to thank for getting me hooked on chocolate Twizzlers? Yes, she is.
Did you try them?
That was Marianne.
Did you try them, Susie? Oh my gosh. Yes, aren't they amazing? She's hooked. Then I know they're amazing. Aren't they? I love them.
That is so funny.
Yeah, and it's the only kind of licorice I want. They are so good, aren't they? What state do you live in, Susie?
She is in Arkansas.
Really? Oh, hi, Laura. Laura Vasquez. I have not seen them in any other state except here in Utah,
Really?
where I've traveled or lived. And so that's why I ask. So that's awesome. So they're in Arkansas.
Hmm.
Very cool.
I haven't, I'm not going to lie though. I don't really look at candy anymore. I used to look at it all the time, but I've tried
I don't look at
really hard to get my A1C under control.
Yeah. That's just one thing I remember from being a kid that I just loved and never was anywhere else I ever went did I ever see it. And it's just so good.
The chocolate Twizzlers?
Yes.
I can't believe they've been around that long, and I've never.
I know. And so I figured that they were everywhere, but everywhere else I've lived, I left here, went other places, and I've never seen them there, and traveled all over the country and never seen them anywhere. And here they're in every convenience store and in every grocery store. So weird. Oh. I go through phases where I'll eat them a whole bunch, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to stop eating all this sugar. And then I don't touch them for a long time.
It's really, really hard. I've learned that once I get off of it, I try to stay off of it, because once you go back, you got to start all over.
Sugar is such an addiction.
It's like heroin, y'all. It's like heroin.
It is. Sugar is. Yeah. It is. If you can get it out of your system for, a couple of weeks, that's the hardest part. Then you don't crave it anymore. And if you just don't let somebody twist your arm into it, just think, why are they trying to convince me to eat heroin? No.
Exactly.
And you're fine. I think these little pyramids are going to be cool.
Oh, I'm sure.
I should probably drive.
I'm not sure about you, but my grandparents, being from around your neck of the woods, they always had the orange peanuts oh yes. I love
circus peanuts.
Circus peanuts, and I love orange slices. Love them.
Margie likes circus peanuts, so
I remember that. You're the one that doesn't like them, right?
No, yeah. I don't know. They just kind of taste like styrofoam to me.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Isn't that funny? It's so funny how we can all be so different in our taste that way.
You know what I don't like? I don't like caramel.
Really?
The only way I'll eat caramel is if it's a homemade caramel apple.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
That's the only way I ever liked it. But
the chocolate. Yeah, I don't like all of it. It just it depends on what kind it is and how it's prepared or what it's with, that kind of thing. But chocolate Twizzlers or coconut and dark chocolate, never a question. Always take it.
No coconut.
No coconut?
No.
Laura.
I can't even stand. I had to where I worked about 30 years ago. They had just come out with the misters out in the hall that would spray the automatic misters.
Yes.
That would spray the air freshener.
Oh, yes.
And one night, how did I do that?
Oh, goodness.
Somewhere I highlighted a comment.
Oh.
And now I got to go back and find the comment and highlight it.
Isn't that funny? Margie's on a Tootsie Roll Pop kick now.
Debbie.
I don't like hard candy because I cannot suck it. I cannot suck a Tootsie Pop.
Chop it. I do the same thing.
Yep, I can suck it for a bit, and then I just have to chew it. And I don't care how hard I try. I cannot suck a candy till the end. I even have a hard time with cough drops, and I hate when I chew those. I just want to suck it. I really have a hard time with that.
That's funny.
Oh, say I'm having peanut M&Ms and, don't want to eat a whole bunch because it's easy just to keep eating and eating and eating them. Yep. I'll put a couple in my mouth and say, I'm just going to suck them until they dissolve right down to the peanut and then I'll eat the peanut, and that'll make them last longer. Therefore, I'll eat less, right?
So you lie to yourself too, huh?
I cannot. I cannot. I suck them for a minute, and then all of a sudden I catch myself chewing them, and I'm
Yep.
like, you are hopeless. No sucking on candy.
I'm the same way. I'm a chomper.
I do like Tootsie Rolls, though.
I was about to say, so you're like me. No one's ever going to ask you how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
They might ask, but I will forever be testing it.
We'll never know.
I will never know unless Margie tells me. Oh.
But you know, when I was in elementary school, we had what they called concession. We had a concession stand.
Wow.
And they sold, do you remember the long, they were about 6 inches long, maybe 8 inches. And they were candy sticks, and you could get them in cherry, tutti frutti, grape, sour apple. Do you know
kind of like Tootsie Rolls?
No, they were hard candy sticks. They were 10 cents a piece when I was a kid, and I loved them. And I would suck on those things until it was a weapon.
Pointed. If I'm holding it in my hand, I can suck on it because I pull it out of my mouth.
Right. But if it parks in your mouth for a second, you're going to start choking on it.
Exactly. A sharp, pointy, piercing sword. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they were kind of like the Jolly Rancher sticks, but these were like no brand. They were just, the only place I know of that you can still get them is at Cracker Barrel.
Huh.
They have them in the glass jars.
Yeah.
And they have them.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, those. I loved them.
Huh.
But I could suck on those, but everything else I chopped it. Okay, so these are pretty much dry. I'm gonna dry my heart a little bit more.
So Sheila, back in the 80s, it was 310 on average. So I experimented as an adult just to see. Was around 210 average. Wow. Sheila, I'm with you. I'm obsessive. If I keep seeing that commercial, I'm going to try to do it. And then I want to know all the useless information. It's just fun to know all this stuff. But yeah, I just could never suck it long enough to. Sheila figured out as a kid it was about 300, and as an adult, more like 210. Oh, funny. I was thinking some of these might be.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Different shapes,
Mm-hmm.
different sizes.
Oh, those would be great.
Different kind of designs or no design. So I just want to gesso a whole bunch of things that could be used as embellishments, right?
Right.
Okay.
And you don't have to do a whole bunch of them. And
well, unlike you, I want a bunch of stuff sitting there so I can choose what, speaks at that moment, not just have 4 things and that's what I have to use.
And here's another thing that I think Rosemary Morris was the one that did this. But what she did was she took plastic straws and she gessoed them to make pipes.
I just pulled these out, and that's almost like plastic straws. That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
So if you gesso this and paint it,
make pipes and gears and.
Now, I didn't want to do pipes on mine. For some reason, I just don't, the pipe thing doesn't do it for me.
I'll do that on another one. I want to do that, but not on this one. I'll do that on
I
another one.
don't either. But I just wanted to show y'all that that's something else that you can turn
I'm glad you
into.
did because I love that idea.
Another thing you can use, and this
Quilter.
is one of my favorite things.
Okay.
Stacey Evans is the one that turned me on to bubble wrap.
Oh,
Bubble wrap is also one of my favorite like household stamps.
yeah. We use that a lot for mark making. How do you use it in steampunk? For mark making or otherwise?
You could just use it. Hang on. Just a minute, and I will show you.
Looking for.
Like, are y'all familiar with like the nautical type
Steampunk
stuff?
like Stamperia's SeaWorld.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Love it.
Well, bubble wrap would be really cool to put like almost like sea bubbles on your background.
Yeah.
But if you do the real thing, it could be the background for an awesome cluster, a steampunk cluster.
That's a cool idea.
I've never done the nautical, but I saw where she posted it in your group the other day. May Larson did a gorgeous box and journal. She had she had put it. I think she was going to do a journal to put in it, but she might have given it away. She gave away most of the stuff that she made. But it had that rice paper with the lady with the gears in her hair.
She's from SeaWorld, Stamperia.
Yep. Well, I remember when she made that. I was in that live. And that box was absolutely gorgeous.
Very cool.
That's that nautical thing. I've just never done, with the octopus and the deep sea diver and
I've got that paper. I'm gonna do something with it one of these
beautiful.
days. So many ideas. But
I've never been I've never owned anything that was like beach themed or I've never done any of that kind of like summertime.
Yeah. That's funny because I the sea and all of that. I totally, when I see the that Stamperia SeaWorld, I don't even think beach and summer and any of that. You know what I mean?
No, I don't either.
Which is so funny.
Just the nautical stuff, period.
Right.
I've just never done it. I've never really had interest in that. But it's beautiful, The SeaWorld, actually, the beach thing, I'm not too into.
Right.
But the nautical thing that she did, the SeaWorld thing, that's beautiful. It's the only one I like that's like,
that's cool.
It's Stamperia.
Right.
Okay. So I'm not going to get carried away because we need to finish this tonight because y'all, I am ready. I can't wait until we do the paper crafting on Marianne's channel at the end of the month.
Making a book to go inside this box. A steampunk book.
Have you decided?
It will be a book, not a folio.
Okay, good.
We'll do us a steampunk book to go inside.
I'm so glad because I can do a folio, but I have a hard time with like
I think people jump into folios easier, and a lot of people are more, the word is timid or intimidated by the thought of a book. It just seems overwhelming and not knowing where to start.
Right.
So I think we'll do a book.
I've done journals, but I get so carried away that my idea gets too big.
Yeah.
And I just go slap ass crazy.
Don't know where to stop.
Right.
Easy to do when you have so many ideas.
When I start collecting things for a journal, I
Mhm.
collect for
You
it's
collect
enough.
enough to do about 8 journals and
Yes,
do them all
exactly.
huge. Yes. Yes. I've decided that it's easier to do multiple of the same type of journal at the same time and just do each step. Say I'm doing 4, do each step
Mhm.
on 4 of them, and then move to the next step because I'm the same way. I will start collecting things for a theme. I put it in a 12 by 12 iris case, take it out, and you can only use one of this and one of that, maybe 2 of that. And there's enough stuff there to do a dozen books. And you're
Right.
like, but I want to use that too. But I want to use that too. So it is easier to do multiple multiple books and be able to put more things down. You feel like you're using more of the stuff you have
Mm-hmm.
rather than just
Yeah,
overload one.
I don't know why I do that. It drives me
I don't
crazy.
either. I do too, but I don't know. I think it's our excitement for doing it, and we've collected so much stuff, and the enthusiasm of doing it. And now we can't possibly only need this little tiny bit because I have this much, and so I want to
Right.
use more. And besides that, this would look cool in there too, and so would that.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
everything would look cool in there, but then it's way overloaded because there's too many cool things. So
And then the other psycho thing that I do as a crafter is I have this attitude. Well, I don't want to use it because if I use it, I won't have it anymore.
I know. You know
How
what?
insane is
I'm
that?
over that. I'm over that. And I can say just in the last year, I got over that because
Really?
I felt exactly the same way. I really did. It's like, that is so cool and I love it. And so if I use it, then I won't have it anymore. And the truth is, you probably have more than enough of it that if you used it to make a book or a journal, that you'd still have some. But
Right.
even like a paper pad, that's the biggest thing for people.
Yes.
I have this
Yes.
really cool
Like
paper
it's the
pad.
only paper pad like that on the
Yes.
face of the planet.
Yes. I love that paper and I love to look at it and pet it, as we say in Happy Paper
Mhm.
People.
Yep.
And,
I
that
say
comes from Margie.
fondle.
Yeah. Yeah. Margie doesn't use her journals. She pets them. And
Mhm.
that's okay because that's, what she makes them and collects them for. But I was the same way. And then I've got enough paper in my own studio, not in the shop, but in my own studio. I've got enough paper to open a shop just in my studio,
Mhm.
which is ridiculous. And so, this year we decided we're going to use more paper so that we can buy more paper because we keep wanting to buy the new paper that comes out that's so
Right.
beautiful, but we have nowhere to put it. And then the truth is we don't go back and look at it because we have so much and we're looking at the new stuff.
Mhm.
So sometime in the last year, 1 to 2 years, probably, maybe a little longer, I don't know, but probably about that time, it finally clicked in my brain. I was going to make something for somebody. And so I pulled out some paper that I really loved because I wanted it to be very special for her.
Mhm.
And I used this paper that I really loved and I enjoyed using it because I loved it. Every time I worked on it, I got to enjoy that paper. And then when it was done, I got to look at this paper in a more beautiful form than just sitting in the paper pad. And it dawned on me that even if I make them and give them away or sell them or whatever, and I take pictures, then I've still got pictures of that beautiful paper pad. But if I keep them, if you make everything for yourself and you keep it on your shelf, then I am enjoying more looking at it made into a very cool piece of art than just in the paper pad sitting there that I never really go back and look at because there's so much paper there.
Yep,
So
that is true.
it finally clicked that I will enjoy it more if I get to use it so I can look at it every time I'm working on it and it's on the shelf in the form of something that I can enjoy every day. So I don't know. I got over that real quick as soon as that dawned on me. But yeah, it's only been 50 years,
Margie says, I say if someone doesn't like what I do, that means more for me.
That's right.
But
Right.
it's the whole hoarder mentality.
Yeah, it's a toughie.
It's hard to stop that. It becomes a habit. And
It
then,
is.
you know, do the rest of you shop for
Supplies like I do.
constantly?
Oh, yes.
Like
Yes.
when you're in the vehicle going somewhere and you just
If you're not driving.
Huh?
If you're not driving.
Oh, please don't drive and shop for craft
Yeah,
supplies.
no.
Please don't do that.
Nope. Yeah. Yep. Want to go to everybody's sales. We have our favorite places. We're always looking at what's on sale. You get 50,000 emails. You know,
Yep.
there's the sales. You see a new technique and you're like, oh my gosh, I love that. I want to try it. So now I got to go buy that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's the other thing is that we all have, no matter what size it is, we all have limited space. At some point, there is limited space. So if we want to keep shopping and we're able to keep shopping, there's nothing wrong with that unless it starts to pile up around us and become a hazard. So
fire hazard, yeah.
Right. So therefore, we need to use it to make room for the new stuff that we know we want to buy, and then we don't feel guilty about it. So another good reason to use it. We're going to buy it anyway. So let's start using the stuff we have so that we can make room for the new stuff that we want, you know, to try out. Or it's, yeah. Now I'm looking at some of the old stuff going, man, I should have used this back when I really liked it because I like the new stuff better.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But, you know, sometimes I'm the opposite. Sometimes I look at the old stuff and I'm like, God, I wish they still made this. Yes,
it depends on the stuff. Yeah. Totally agree with that.
You know, I went through this this phase one time. I found out that Tim wasn't going to make any more 12 by 12 pads.
Oh, so you bought it every time you could find it.
Yes.
And they're still out there.
Yes.
They're still out there now.
What he actually said was he was not going to make any new.
Wasn't going to design any new ones because he was designing the 9 by 12 or 6 by 12 or whatever. Yeah, not that they weren't going to be available anymore ever. Yeah.
Right. But that's how I took it. I took it to
most people did. Most people did. That's what I heard because I didn't hear him say it, and that's what I heard from other people. Was it's not when they're gone, they're gone. They're not going to be available anymore. Buy them.
Yep. And you know, I thinking back, he probably did say that. It was
he might have. That creates FOMO. For sure. Good marketing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the good thing is that you now all know somebody with a store that I try to do everything below retail. So if there's something in particular that you're not finding around and you want to know if it's still available anywhere, just ask me. Or if there's something that, like a lot of people have asked me recently for some Finnebear products. And so as soon as I get through this clearance sale and start ordering new inventory again, I'm going to order a bunch of Finnebear because a lot of people have asked for them. So, you know, if there's something you want, let me know. I'll see if I can get it, you know, whether it's just one individual product or a line of products or whatever it is.
Do you get many requests for Mente?
Mente is one of the main things. Stamperia and Mente are the two main paper lines that I've been doing the past couple of years.
Oh,
yeah. And in the next couple of sales, sometime in the next couple of sales, we'll be bringing up boxes of Stamperia and Mente, and whatever I do have in stock, I will discount for this clearance sale.
Awesome.
Yeah. We have always been on top of the brand new Mente. We love Mente.
That is my new favorite.
Really? Oh, it is so pretty. It is so pretty.
And I just saw one. Was it today? Or
do you remember what it was called?
Oh my gosh. What was that called? It was something like Night Side or Dark Side something.
Yes.
Oh my
it's jewel tones, purples and greens. Yes.
Oh
my goodness.
So
I made what did I make? I made a couple of folios. I might have done an envelope journal out of that just recently. I have a ton of those in stock. I love it. So I got a ton of those. That is probably the first one that I'll bring up and discount. I love it. It is so pretty. So it's pretty. Beautiful. Candy did a project with that. Nightfall. That's what
Nightfall.
It is.
That's it.
Nightfall. Oh God, I love those colors. It is so gorgeous.
I like that one, and I like Woodland.
Oh yeah, that's always been a popular one too. Yeah. And I always try to get, I'll get the 12s and I'll get the 6s, and then I try to get whatever. They don't always put all of them out as singles, all the pages out as singles. But if they put out the fussy cut page and the card page, I always get those as singles because, you know, we can always use more cards, more fussy cuts without having to buy a whole new 12 by 12 pack. You can get just those couple of pages. So
that would be awesome. Yeah.
Happy Paper people love singles. We use them a lot. I like Mente because every page is pretty much has 3 scenes on it, like a small, medium, and large scene.
I love everything about Mente. I really do.
It's very pretty.
It's so pretty, and it's, you know, but it's not over the top
frilly.
You know, yeah.
It's not over the top frilly, but it's pretty and it's comfortable. It's happy. It is happy.
It is. Yeah. It is. Because there are certain, I am not a fan of, yes, I'm going to say it. I'm not a fan of Graphic 45.
We've had this discussion. Well, a lot of us have loved Graphic 45 for many years, and there's still a lot of things that I like about Graphic 45, but their colors are very hard to match.
I don't like their colors. And
their red is not red. And
it's combinations. Odd combination of colors.
We've had this discussion that it's awkward to use. It's hard to use. You can't use it with anything else because the colors don't match anything else. It's like it's their own red, their own green, their own orange.
And they all of their colors tend to have like a muddiness to them.
I do have some Graphic 45 and some that we'll bring out and discount. That I've just kind of been holding on to. Not like I thought I could buy it all for myself and use it because, you know, I can't even use that much. And there's some that I do like, but yeah, I do agree. It's
very busy.
Yeah. Yep, it is.
But they, Graphic 45 does wonderful Halloween.
Yes.
I do like their Halloween, and I do like their Dark Alice. But I'm not a deco type. I'm not an Art Deco girl. That's not my gig. And I'm not a, flapper 1920s, The Great Gatsby. I find that they love to play with that period.
Yes, they do. So. They do a lot. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it sounds like in the chat that they're pretty much agreeing with everything you're saying. Everybody's over it. Well, you know what? There was kind of a time when Graphic 45 was one of the leaders in this type of paper.
And the quality of their paper is fabulous.
Yes. And so there was a time when there wasn't a whole lot to choose from with that quality and design and that kind of thing. And they've kind of stayed that way or whatever they've evolved to, their style. There are others that have come along that we are just finding more appealing for different reasons. And so that's okay. But I know that there are people who really, really love Graphic 45, and that's okay.
They're one of those brands that there's hardly any in between.
Yes, you either love it,
absolutely love it, or you absolutely hate it.
I'm in between. I am an in-betweener. I will confess I am an in-betweener. There's some that I like and there's some that I don't care for. There's some that I want to like, but I just can't figure out how to use them because they're so awkward. They're just too busy, or the colors are the hardest to match. Say you're doing an album or even a journal and you go trying to get some solid color cardstock, to match them, that you would put down on albums. I don't know if you've seen any of those like clean line albums.
I love them.
Yeah, they're very pretty. And that's the kind of paper, the Minte and Stamperi are wonderful for that too. But it's really hard to get solid color cardstock that matches graphic 45 colors, because they are just very specific and they're not off the color chart. I don't know. It's hard. Yeah.
Candy said, did she say she's a tweener or a tweaker?
Depends on the day. Candy, giving away all my secrets. Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, there's always some little piece sticking through here, but that's okay because it's probably got enough on it that other stuff will stick to it. All right. So what else did you do? I did some lace. I did that one heart thing with the bow, and I did some little bauble pieces.
There's my glass heart.
Oh,
it was so dainty and girly looking.
Yes, I love that. Did you do wax over it?
I did. I did black gesso. And then I did vintage gold art alchemy by Finnebear.
See.
And then I did Lumiere metallic olive.
Oh, cool.
And it completely changed. It does not even look like the same thing anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
And the colors are perfect for your
then
bow.
I did this piece of lace. All I did was put some gesso on it. So now we're going to have some fun
on the lace.
With the lace. You can even use the waxes on your lace.
That's cool. You just don't think of that very often. So that's a good idea. Good tip. I've seen people use lace like on jelly plates, and they stain paper with a lace design, that sort of thing. Put it down and spray the paper.
Yes, and let the heat go through. But I've never seen anybody use like the metallic paints on lace before, and I think it looks really cool.
Yeah. Especially with the black gesso.
Yeah. And I mean, you could use mica powder. I mean, there's so many different things. Where is my mica powder? I wanted to try using some of it to show y'all. I'm not sure that the lace.
Andy, I'm sorry, Laura. Tell Eric that a tweaker is a Twizzler eater.
Yes. Hey,
a chocolate Twizzler eater.
A chocolate Twizzler eater is a tweaker.
Yes.
And they usually live in Utah.
That's so funny. That's hilarious. Yeah. Yep. Chocolate Twizzler eater. We're eking out the chocolate. It's so funny. Oh, I do have some wooden pieces here that I brought out.
Wood is great too.
So
you can make it look
like
whatever, I love, to me, steampunk is wood, metal, and leather.
Yeah.
So everything that you have, you want to alter it to make like one of those three mediums, or one of those three substrates, rather.
And metal can be metal or metallic.
Right.
Sylvia also used to respond to her children when they would ask for something. She would say, "You want the truth or a lie?" I always said, "Do you want the truth or something that sounds good?" You want the truth or what you want to hear?
My mom would always say, you can keep asking, but you're not going to get a different answer.
Yeah, but the answer's not going to change. That's hilarious. And I think I'm going to wear you down and you'll change your answer eventually.
Right. So I didn't like how thick this was because it was doubled.
The lace?
Mm-hmm. And I don't like it to be too straight either.
Okay.
So I kind of like it to be sort of tattered, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Would you tatter it before you gessoed it or after?
I like to do it afterwards because
you get little black stringies.
Well, it just and I like to mix it with paper. So here's what I was showing y'all earlier with the different pieces of paper. Let me see how I want to do this. Okay, if we start it here and put this. And then add a piece of lace. It's kind of like, for those of you that have done shabby chic, I can't do that to save my life. But from what I've gleaned from watching people that can do it, it's very much how you layer stuff in mixed media.
The technique is very similar, just using different
just
look.
A lot of layering. And that's what I'm doing here.
So do you like to place all that out to see where it's all going to be before you start gluing down?
Yes, I always do that before I start gluing.
So it's not too late to move it if you get something else and go, oh, I like that better over there. Good thing gesso washes off with soap and water.
It looks so gross.
Fingers look like black soot.
Yep. It's fun to get all yicky.
Yep, as long as it washes off.
True.
Every time I go to record something and I see that my hands are covered in alcohol ink or something, I'm like, oh, geez. Oh, well.
Oh, I know.
So I don't care anymore.
I'll let people see my hands like this when I'm working. But, like if I were to get my hands like this and then start filming and they didn't see how I got this, I would never.
Not this bad. It needs to get this way in the process of filming.
Right.
That's
exactly. Okay. Now I'm looking for my metal pieces, like the metal filigree.
Sylvia, that's she says that explains why her kids live so far away from her.
Oh.
You want the truth or something that sounds good. I can't imagine that's the reason, because Sylvia is such an amazing person.
She seems very sweet.
She is. Biggest heart. Just so pleasant. Optimistic. So caring and helpful.
I could have used the butterfly. That would have been pretty. But y'all, there's bottle caps. There's
Yeah, got some of those too. I'm thinking I should have taken some time during the week and covered all these things with gesso, and then just sat down tonight to add the metallic looks to them and place them instead of spending in the night gessoing things.
right. Well, we're not going to finish it tonight.
Yeah, we'll have to do that on our own.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen. But I
Not as-
wanted to give y'all ideas of different, and I mean, there's always the little, the little gears and
Mhm.
that sort of thing that you can add to them. This
But
kind of stuff.
some of these things that you're telling us that are things that we weren't aware of or hadn't thought about, those are the things that I really appreciate. So any more of that wisdom you have, spit it out.
But it goes for any style of,
Mhm.
be it steampunk, be it, just think about the main things like shabby chic. Shabby chic has a palette.
Mhm.
It's going to be your white ivories, creams, beiges,
Mhm.
pinks, light blues, mint greens, pale lavenders. It's going to be
Mhm.
it's going to be pastels.
And it's going to be very soft and lacy. So lace
Yes.
and pretty paper are the things you think of with that.
Exactly. And
Soft
then,
things, the opposite of steampunk.
huh?
Soft things, the opposite of steampunk.
Exactly. Steampunk is going to be, you know, a lot of people say masculine because,
I
yes, it can
see
be
it that
very
way.
masculine, but it can be very feminine too.
I totally agree. I don't see it as, yeah, I guess, I guess, I don't know. I mean, Lady Vagabond, one of my favorites.
Yeah, exactly.
Total steampunk. Yeah. Gonna let my mouth run there for a minute, but I think I won't.
Huh?
Family show.
Do what now? Family?
No, it's a family show, so I stopped right there.
Right.
Sorry.
I gotcha. Well, usually my channel is not a family friendly.
Well, I know Eric's here.
If I know that somebody has a kid around, then I
Mhm.
behave myself. But most of the time, I do not.
Not so much.
Not so much. Now, I don't get filthy,
Just your fingers. Look at this cute little
just
fan.
my hands, right?
Little fan charm. Oh, can you even see it?
Huh? Oh, let's see.
Can you even see it?
Oh,
I don't know.
look how cute.
Tiny little fan.
Tiny. Is that ideology?
No. I don't remember. I bought this for the shop. I sold it a long time ago, and I have a couple left. But it's just a charm, that little fan that would stand on the table. That might be cute, huh?
I think it's very cute. That could totally be steampunk.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking for a piece in particular. And I'm not finding it.
And as soon as we hang up, you'll find it.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
And the other thing I want to remind y'all is if you have any of these, the little feet.
Oh, yeah. The corners and the feet and the
that you put on the bottom of y'all, it totally changes the look of a bottle. And if you don't have those, you can take a bead.
I was just gonna say that sometimes a bead has been better for me, and I'll put the bead as the feet. That looks really cool too.
Especially if you have like these Pandora style.
Yeah.
With those the right work really color. Well. But don't be afraid to use something in a manner it's not used to being used as.
Oh my gosh. Can I show you Sandy's?
Yeah, I want to see.
That looks so cool, Sandy.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah, so cool.
Let me make you bigger so that we can.
That's all. I don't believe that's paper. That's all color put on because she did a base. The base was white, and I believe this is all color put on top of her white base. That is really. Is it what?
It looks like a door right in the
It does kind of look a door. Sandy, is that paper? And then you did some media over the paper? You got to tell us because that does look like a door right there, kind of hidden back. I can see the opening. I can see the just the line where the lid of the box is. But that's kind of a cool idea, even to have the door, and then you could steampunk the door and the corners, and so it looks like that would be the opening. I like that.
Very cool. But see, everybody, you can come up with your own.
Yeah.
Just look, like I said, look around and see what all you have that you could slap some paint on and completely alter it and make that a challenge. Take a before and after picture. The way I showed y'all, okay, this is the ornament.
I should have.
I'm reaching my hand out like y'all can see what I'm doing. But remember how I was like, this is the ornament that I'm doing? And then I said, this is the ornament after I was done with it.
And it looks it looks like wire. It looks like metal wire. Right. I love that look. It looks really cool.
I think that is so fun. I love that about
transformation.
Mixed media. If only it was that easy to transform ourselves, right?
No kidding. Oh, yeah. If I could just slap some gesso on me, and it would eat away all the bits and pieces that I don't want.
This is a great big old brad. And see how it has the little thing where you hang it up as an ornament? I'm pushing the
brad through there.
The brad through that just to cover that up. And make it look a little more steampunkish.
Great. That is very cool because now it just looks like the bow that's on top of this heart thing. That's a great idea. Like it was there all along.
It doesn't sit. I'm not happy with that. Maybe I need to turn it different.
A little paper airplane here that I'm gessoing.
But it's, y'all, it's like being a little kid and just playing.
Having the freedom to play. It's okay to play.
Well, I just wrote my little thing off, so
yeah,
brilliant. My little thing broke off. My little finger.
Oh no! Can you glue it into the hole? Then is there just enough? Is there just enough?
Oh, there's plenty of holes. I was trying to actually.
Yeah, no, I mean in the top. Yeah, the little hanger hole. Is there just enough stub left on the brad that you could maybe glue it into that hole, so that it would look like it was part of that top? Does that make sense?
Well,
the hanger thing that the thread or string usually goes through.
I probably could, but I don't. I'm perfectly fine with it not being there.
It broke. I changed my mind. I don't want it anymore.
Well, I actually wanted to put that.
Oh, that's cool.
And arrange it like that somehow.
Right.
I like using things for stuff that they're not supposed to be used for.
Right. Yep. That is really cool.
Or I wonder. Hang on.
All right. Maybe it's time to stop gessoing here
You still gessoing?
and do something else. Let's start putting some metal. Oh, there are a couple that I need to get the other side, so I'll leave that open. But I'm going to stick my fingers into some water and then get my trusty towel. See if I can get any of this stuff off. Oh. Okay, this is the beauty of gel nail polish. It doesn't matter what I use. They can be completely covered. It slides right off. Get it wet and it slides right off. Does not destroy the polish, including Fabri-Tac and 3-in-1 and all of those. I love gel polish.
I've never tried that.
And I would have to be redoing my nails every other day, and I have to keep them. I have to keep polish on them, otherwise they crack and they peel and they split and they do all the things. So I have to keep polish on them to keep them strengthened. Otherwise, they're just a mess, and more than a mess.
I'm right there with you, sister.
Gel polish is awesome. Okay. Let's start with this piece of lace here. I can't get the lace to maybe if I cut it, I could on the edges. On the edge I can. On that edge, not on this edge.
Where did that go back?
Won't get it to tear out at all.
Have y'all ever noticed that you can have something in front of you that it's always right in front of you in your way and you're constantly moving it, and then when you go to look for it, it's like,
yeah, the moment you need it,
yeah, it disappears.
Yeah.
I had a bag of seed beads.
Oh.
That I bet I have moved
50 times
tonight.
This week. Oh yeah, tonight alone.
Tonight.
Oh, that's
because
funny.
I thought I might need these.
Right.
So I didn't want them to get too far away. Here they are. These.
All right. And I'm really liking the patina and rust.
That's pretty.
I've been using this new Stamperia vintage patinas. There's 5 of them. I've been using the turquoise and the rust to make a patina and rust look. There's also a dark blue, a gray, and a white. Ooh, the white might make a cool vintage patina look on some black.
Let's see. All I want is to cover these little holes up.
Okay. Little lace trim like this could be formed into things. Everything's black. I can't even see anything on my screen because it's all black over here. Oh, that's funny. All right, let's try some stuff here. Let me move some of these out of the way.
Yeah, you can transform anything, really.
I think I want to get a couple letters in here too. Letters and numbers. I'm going to have to find a couple of numbers.
All right, here's my glue. Am I the only one that loves Beacon 3-in-1?
It's the same thing as Fabri-Tac.
Yeah.
Yeah, we use
I
it a
don't know
lot.
why. I use the Beacon products like crazy.
I definitely use that if I'm attaching fabric to anything or anything to fabric. Because any of those Beacon, they hold better than anything else when you're attaching fabric and needing it to.
The only thing I don't like is the little volcano thing it does.
Yeah, you have to stick your pin back in right away because yep.
I don't have one of those.
You don't have a stainless steel pin, or do you have one of those little knitting needle cap thingies to put on top of it?
Nope.
Well,
I don't even keep up with my cap.
I will get you one. I actually just added them to an order from a vendor for the shop because everybody needs them, but you don't need packages of 30. You just need.
Oh, is that how they come? Is
a lot of times you need a stainless steel pin, and I don't even have one over here. I can show you before we go, but a stainless steel pin, because if you don't, like art glitter glue, Fabri-Tac, those kinds of things, if it's not stainless steel, it will eat away at the metal, and the metal will rust, and it will add rust to your glue.
Oh, I have had like there for a while everyone wanted the dangles that you stuck in your glue. Mine would always rust, and
that's because it wasn't made on a stainless steel pin. And the dangles, because we take the pin out and set it down, and then we can't find the pin. How we are. But that's why those little plastic, they're not plastic, they're silicone. Little silicone, they look like little dunce caps or gnome caps. They go on the end of knitting needles.
Oh, I've never.
Yeah, those are great too. So a lot of us take the stainless steel pin and stick it through that, and so we actually have both, but they're together. So it's easier to keep track of the pin, and you have both being used.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, where is my stuff? Well, I might just use glossy accents. That's good enough for paper. No, I'll use my 3-in-1. I am about to start laying some of this down because I want y'all to see how it looks.
I want to see.
My hands are getting to the point where
you can't do anything because they're just coated.
Well, and these bottles are so hard to squeeze sometimes.
Yeah, only the Beacon, the 3-in-1, the Fabri-Tac. Yeah, they're really hard to squeeze.
They are. It's like, don't you know that the people who use these more than anybody are old ladies?
Well, yeah, besides that, we all have health issues and a lot of, strength or muscle or joint kinds of things. So, yeah. I noticed, too, that the older mine gets, the harder it is. And so some of the ladies told me about adding acetone to it.
I have done that. This is a fairly new bottle.
Oh, well, that's irritating then.
It's really not that old. So.
Uh-oh, Margie, her glue won't come out of the bottle even with a pin. Is it so stopped up? Oh, Kathy's World is here. Is that Kathy?
Hey, Miss Cat.
That's Kat.
Okay. How are you feeling?
Hi, Lisa. Lisa's hands look like this today. These are clean now. I just cleaned them off. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Debbie, the last stainless steel pin, I keep dropping them. I can't find them. I totally understand. I'm ordering stainless steel pins and the little caps
Hey, Lisa.
like the knitting needle caps, and I'll have them in the shop where you can just get like 2 or 4 or whatever, not have to buy a whole package of pins. So.
That would be awesome. I would really appreciate that.
Candy
Okay.
says the Sugar Bell bottles work so much better for her than the original Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix bottles. They're so much easier on her hands. I do agree with that. I put mine in that.
I need to try that because I've heard so many people say how well they worked, and I've never tried one. So
They do. They're a thinner plastic, and so I don't know. It's just a whole lot easier to squeeze that Fabri-Tac out, especially as it gets older, ages a bit. Oh, so many options here. I just don't even know what to try. That's dry. I'm going to need to see what I can do with that. Let's try some of this.
And I'm not going to lie, it really is a shame how much glue that I waste.
Well, you know.
But I can't stand the thought of making something
and then stuff coming up later.
and it coming up and looking like it was poorly made.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree.
That I would be, especially something that I'm making for someone else.
Right.
Because I plan on putting this in the Defy auction.
Yeah.
You know, donating it.
Yeah.
And
and the last thing you want is
if someone said, I bought that box that Laura Free made and it was garbage.
It came apart 3 months later.
Right.
Yeah.
I would die. So
I would rather use extra glue.
Yep.
And know that it's
I will always be wasteful because I don't ever.
I tend to be heavy-handed on the glue as well. I get you.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Let's put some more lace. Nope. It needs to be more raggedy looking.
Yeah, I can't. My lace is all stiff now with the gesso, and so I can't get the edges ragged. So I guess I need to either learn that technique, or maybe I need to raggedy it before I gesso it.
Well, you can cut it, you know.
Okay.
That's what I do with mine. I just cut it.
I'm trying to see what you do. Okay, so you put some paper down and then you put some lace down. Could you hold it up really close just so I can see what you've done so far? Ooh, that looks cool. Okay. Ooh.
Now, this is just the bottom layer.
Yeah, I was
going to go crazy with the layers.
Beginning of the layers, but I love the layers. That's part of what I really love about steampunk is that I always know there's always more. There's always more, underneath it. Maybe I can see a little bit of it. Maybe I can't, but I know that there's always more layers, and I just love that.
If something were to happen to the box and the top layer got shoved off somehow,
oh yeah,
they should still be
They're
able
not
to
going to see white underneath it. It's still steampunk. Yeah.
Okay, now I am going to
candy. I don't right now, but I may be able to get some. You could pass that on if you want.
Good night, Sandy.
Good night, Sandy.
Come on. Remember I told you I really like it to look lacquered. That's almost always something I do.
Okay.
I
love that too.
I love the glossy. I know that most vintage stuff is done very matte.
I've seen steampunk both ways, and I love it both ways. I just love steampunk. Any which way. Any way I can get it.
So now I am taking, I glued it down really well. And now I am taking glossy accents. And I'm going over everything because I want it to look lacquered. It doesn't have to look like that all over.
Right.
But the paper that I'm collaging with, I want it to look lacquered because I don't want it to look like paper. I want it to look like leather or fabric or something other than just paper. And as you do mixed media and as you use the different mediums and things that we do, you're going to learn what gives you what effect.
The look that you like.
Yeah. And here's another thing. When you start laying that lace down and reletting it with the gel medium.
Things start to meld together, and I love that.
Well, and it starts getting more raggedy looking.
Right.
On the edges. And I'll show you what I'm talking.
Sometimes it's like, okay, I'm putting on this color, and it's just like color beside the other color. But then when you put the top on it and it starts to meld together, then you start to get, where it's overlapping and interacting with each other, and it looks very different.
And you can start adding other little pieces too.
Oh, cool. I could just sit and watch you do it. That's fun. It's learning me how to do it.
But the other thing is, I don't want to cover up everything that I did in my first layer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because I really liked how that looked. So
where I can see bits and pieces of each layer peeking through.
And it looks really cool through the lace.
Yeah, that's true.
Yours will look really cool through the lace because you have all those beautiful colors that you used on yours.
And I want to see some of them through there. I don't want to completely cover it up, but I don't want to just leave it because you need the layers of steampunk. So it makes you not hesitate to cover it so much because it's going to peek through here and there.
Exactly.
That's the whole point.
So now I have my last layer of paper and lace. So once that dries, I'm going to start assembling my other stuff on top that's really going to give me some dimension. So I'm going to lay it out one more time how I want it to look. And like I said, you just have to kind of lay it out in different ways. I don't know that I want this.
Margie, you're getting a little too ooey gooey with Nightbot. Her boyfriend, Nightbot. So funny.
I always start out in the middle, just like
Mhm.
laying it out in the middle.
Okay. Work your
But
way out.
I never end up leaving it there.
Mm.
Isn't that funny?
Well, you got to start somewhere. And if I felt like, well, wherever I first set it down, that's where it has to stay, I would keep, hesitating and hesitating to set it down because I'm not sure. I need to set it on and try it out, and then I'll probably end up moving it around. So I appreciate that you just gave me permission to do that, because sometimes you think, oh, I'm supposed to do it this way.
Oh no. How many times have I said there are no rules
Yep.
in mixed media? None. I would never look at anybody's work and say, that's not how you do that.
Well, yeah, because there isn't a
'Cause
way.
it's not true.
There's 1,000 ways.
I want someone to cite me their source if they're going to convince me that something's not done right.
Yeah. Yeah. And on whose authority.
Right. Because I don't know of any,
Right.
That right there was just a miniature domino that I
Mhm.
painted and stuck a bead on top.
Oh, cool.
There's nothing steampunk about it.
That is very cool. Yeah, don't forget to give a thumbs up to One Legged Witchy Woman's channel.
Oh, thank you. That would be great, y'all. Yeah, I just never think. I think about that with other people.
Isn't that? I was just gonna say that. I never think about it when it's on my channel. I just don't. But I'm on yours, and I saw Sylvia's thing, and I'm like, yeah, definitely, we need to remember to do that.
Well, thank you, Sylvia. Hey, Brenda. How's the Brenda bear? Well, look at that. She knew that Margie goes by Fifi.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that she's probably in Australia or England.
Who, Brenda? No,
Yeah.
she's in Florida.
Good morning, Brenda.
She probably took a nap and just woke up.
Oh, and just woke up again. Yeah. All right, I need a pin, but I don't want to use one to my glue. I can't reach that.
Did I really just do that? What a doofus.
Oh, I forgot I brought this stuff too. This stuff that's already metal but needs to be... Look, in honor of Margie, I brought this. This is a little, the white rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
With the gears and a little dangly jewel, because she likes Alice in Wonderland. I did bring some of my rusty buttons and rusty keys, and that's patina. I need to give that a little bit of rust. It's more patina.
You see, every time I hear white rabbit, I think of bracelet.
Yeah. Let's see. I know I brought some corner things. Where are all the corner things? Where did the corner things go?
I don't know. Yep, was thinking the same. Candy rolling on the floor, laughing. Love those circles. Margie, that would have been perfect for us, don't you think? I think every crafter has a little bit of hoarder in her.
And the sane ones have a little sarcasm.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe more than a little sarcasm.
That's how we stay sane, right?
Absolutely. Maybe I do want it in the middle.
Look at you. There's a first for everything. I'm not looking for it. I came over here looking for something. I turned around to look at something. I would challenge you to take a snowman brooch or something and steampunk him. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, totally. Let's do a Christmas something steampunk, and then it's easy to add all the Christmas things in a steampunk version.
Is there such a thing as a steampunk Christmas? I don't know that I've ever heard that.
There is in my mind. If you can imagine it, you could do it.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. I'm just trying to think. Has anyone ever done it before?
I don't know, but I think it'd be way cool.
I do too. I think we should go for it.
I agree. Okay. All right. Put the lid back on so that doesn't keep happening. Oops, don't set him in the middle of that. Well, in case anybody didn't remember, since Candy has to be there, I'll tell everybody so they could be there, keep us company with a little sarcasm. Our sales this week are Thursday and Saturday, so that's tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow and Saturday, 12, 1, 2, or 3, depending what time zone you're in. 1 o'clock Mountain Time. 1 to 5. We're trying to keep them the same time. Then it's easy for everybody to remember. It's not different every day. And we're doing pretty good with Thursdays and Saturdays. They seem to be working out for all of us pretty well. So hopefully Glennis will have power because we need her.
So you're having Thursday and Saturday?
Thursday and Saturday. Yeah, we're continuing with the warehouse clearance sale. Let's see. We will at these two, I can't tell you which one or where in the sales they will be, but I know that these two we will get to some paper, Minte and or Stamperia, some rice paper, lots of other bits and pieces that, pulling out of the boxes. And
well, also going on this weekend, I am going to be selling with Erin Klossner, Erin in the Adirondacks. She has a huge multi-seller sale.
Ooh, when is that?
It's going to start on Saturday at 1 Eastern, I believe, or is it noon Eastern?
When do you come on?
And then I'm not selling on Saturday. I'm selling on Sunday.
Okay.
At what time am I selling? At 1 o'clock Eastern.
Okay. So that is noon Central, 11 Pacific, 11 Mountain, 10 Pacific. Okay. Yeah. Sunday.
You're Pacific?
No, I'm Mountain.
Okay, that's what
I'm Mountain. Yeah, but we have a lot of people. Yeah, I'm in Mountain. We have a lot of people in Pacific, so I try to put them all down there because I know it's confusing for people, and
I try to keep up with all of that, and
that's why I try to put all 4 time zones on my posts so people can just look at theirs and not have to try to figure it out, because sometimes you just don't have the energy to figure it out.
Right. I need to. I usually just do Eastern and Central because people usually can
figure from there.
Go from there. But I need to put all 4 because I still have friends, one in particular, that'll say, "What's Pacific?" And I'm like,
right.
2 hours behind me.
Yeah. Yep. If I always do it my time, whatever it is, it's always, Pacific's always 1 hour earlier. But yeah. I've just gotten in the habit of doing all 4 and try to make it easier, but yeah, not easy to keep up with all the time.
Toby just said, "Marianne, why are your hands so dirty?"
Are you kidding? These are clean. You should have seen them 20 minutes ago,
I
Toby.
was about to say,
Toby.
both of our hands look better now than they did an hour
Yeah, I
ago.
stuck them in a bowl of water and wiped them off on my towel. They look great. I'm just starting to get them all dirty again.
Right. That's funny.
Hello, Toby. Welcome. Because
Ladies, if you like
so
to keep your hands clean at all times,
put on some gloves.
mixed media might not be for you.
Put on some gloves, and then you can peel them off, and your hands are
true.
perfect. Yeah.
That's true.
All
There's
these things that I'm
always
using are
rubber
water-based, so they will wash off with soap and water when I am done.
Yep.
Which is why I'm not even worrying about it. Let's see.
And it's fun to get dirty, y'all.
Yeah. Margie's going, no. I hear you, Margie.
Well, Margie is all about cats. And think about cats.
They're so perfectly clean.
Yes. I bet Margie's sitting there licking her shoulder right now, just like my cat.
Oh my gosh. That made me just laugh so hard. That was so good. Oh. You just made Margie bust
She
her
says
gut. That
yes.
was awesome. Yes, see? No, I don't have to. Cuppy does that for me, right, Margie?
Hey, Gail, I didn't know you were in here, woman.
Oh, hi, Gail. I don't think I know me.
Margie
Yeah,
just said,
OMG.
oh my God, can you see me?
Yep. Oh,
Yep,
yes.
I got a new computer with a new webcam, and it goes both
It's
ways.
reverse. Yeah, it's a reverse webcam. Oh.
It eats its banana at both ends.
Oh my gosh.
Can y'all tell I'm getting punched? I had a dental appointment early this morning. Well, early
I'm
for
sorry.
me. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And when I start getting tired, I start getting punch drunk. I get giggly and silly, and
I do too. And then I start laughing and can't stop.
yep. Same. That must be like a woman thing.
I know, I guess Doug loves when he gets me that way and I can't stop laughing and then I'm choking. It got me that way a few times on this channel, but oh, it is good stress release though.
It is. Laughter is awesome medicine.
Not the best. I
Well,
love these
obviously, I have not finished mine.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
as far as I've gotten.
That is beautiful. Love it.
Well, that's just, it's not nothing. None of this stuff is.
I know you're still only, partially through layering, but that is very cool.
Hey, Gail. Oh my gosh, she had 7 teeth pulled Thursday.
What?
Bless her heart.
You poor thing. So she is eating the banana at both ends. Soft. Mushing and eating and drinking the smoothies and oh my gosh.
That's going to be me next week. I am having some extensive dental work done. And
Really?
not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
But I can't wait to get my teeth pretty again. Sick of this.
That's cool.
So
That is very cool.
y'all, dental work is so dang expensive.
Yes, it is. It totally is.
And even if you have insurance, number one, either
they never pay it all.
it's useless.
Yes.
It's absolutely useless. It makes me so mad.
I know you pay for it. And sometimes I wonder if I just save that premium, would that be enough to cover or really help cover some of the things that need to be done?
I've heard many like financial people say that with dental, certainly not health insurance, but dental insurance,
right?
Just save your money. But I'm not that
daring.
I'm not that disciplined.
To put that money aside, in case you need it for dental, or when you need it for dental. There's always something,
right? So,
yeah, it's a toughie.
But y'all, let's I hope everyone in here is in my group, Witchy Laura's Lair, and I hope everyone has joined Happy Paper People with Marianne. And if you have, and if you worked with us, or if you're going to work with us, please post pics in both.
Yes, definitely in both,
so we
for
can
sure.
all see what everyone's done.
We love. See, it's so inspiring to see everybody else's creations.
It is. It's so
especially
fun.
the ones that are different than yours, because it's like, oh wow, look how they did it. Yeah, I love.
You know, it's like with my, I do the mixed media Dirty Dozen where I give the prompts and we all play along.
I love to do that with you.
It amazes me how we can do that. We can have the same prompts, and everybody's piece looks so different.
So different.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I just like to hide and watch.
Oh, who is that? Fava of 4?
Yeah, Gail is Fava of 4.
Okay.
She has 4 grandkids, and they call her Fava. So, and Gail, I'm sure everybody knows Gail.
I cannot eat soft or brown bananas. Once they get soft or start going brown, I can't eat them. They're done. They're okay for a smoothie, but they have to be
good for banana bread.
Yes, they have to be just barely out of green for me to eat them.
Really?
Yeah.
They have an odd taste to me when they're green.
Oh, not green, because they're not. They have that unripe taste.
Yeah.
But just barely out of green, where they're ripe, but they're just barely out of green, and they haven't gone brown yet, or have, lots of brown spots, and I don't know. They just get too sweet, and I don't like the mushiness.
Y'all, the other thing I meant to tell you is I think it always makes a box more special when you add a sentiment.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So on the first, the supplies needed, I think I did put a sentiment. That was something that we would use.
Right. I think you did too.
But I forgot to put it tonight. So if you have like these metal, these kind right here.
Oh yeah, I do. The Tim Holtz. I do have some of those.
You can steampunk these up by putting something on each side to make it look like a rivet or something.
Okay.
Y'all know how to do that now.
Yeah. What would you do to the bar itself? Anything?
Well, I think it's fine the way it is.
Okay.
Because if you alter it too much, you're not going to be able to read it.
Right. That's true.
Or you can print some out on paper. You can find a vintage or antique looking font. I thought you were quicker than that one.
Bit of gold.
Wait. Okay. What are you telling me, Fava? I have 4 implants, but Laura is not.
Put brown ones in freezer for milkshakes. Me too, Fava. That's what I do with the brown bananas. They go in the freezer. I peel them, break them in half, throw them in a gallon baggie in the freezer for banana bread and shakes.
I'm going back and reading chat because we were missing some really good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Laura is going really slow because she's teaching us how to do some of these techniques that we didn't know. So she's a lot unless you meant faster mentally. But if you meant faster working, it's our fault.
No, she meant me. She knows I can be derpy, but let me tell you.
She said, I thought you were faster.
Is the only person I know that is derpy as I am. So she can't.
I love derpy. Derpy's an awesome word.
But what she said was, we were talking about bananas, and Gail was being bad. She said, I love hard bananas.
Me too. right over it because we have children in the audience tonight.
Yeah, she was being bad about the hard bananas. And then she said,
did Margie comment on that? I'm sure Margie was right there.
let me see.
Unless
Yeah,
she stepped.
Marianne, not green, but just barely. I don't think she she said, I have 4 implants, Laura, but it didn't hurt.
Oh, wow.
I thought you were quicker than that, Laura. That's what she said.
Oh, yeah. I guess we totally went right over the top of it. Oh, man. Well, you know, we all have our moments.
And she said, hard bananas. Duh. Well, am I the only one that can't think of a banana without thinking about that damn Peyronie's disease commercial?
What? The carrot, the carrot, the bent carrot. Oh my gosh, is that the one? The bent carrot?
Yes.
We laugh so much at that.
Every time now when I see a carrot or a banana or a cucumber, I think of
the bent carrot.
That damn bent carrot.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Like whoever cared. Oh, I don't know.
It's like, you know.
Pretty soon they'll be going, do you have blonde hair? Yeah.
Yep,
And you've had it all your life and you've suffered with that? Here, take this medication. Glennis just got Wi-Fi. Of course, you know.
Well, we're about to get off now, so.
Yep.
And Gail, leave that alone. Leave that alone. I know you're gonna twist that. They pull teeth and wait 3 months and put in implant. Not bad at all. Okay, man. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Okay. So, how are the implants? Are they? I'm sure it takes a little bit of time to get over the soreness and stuff, but are they amazing? Like your original teeth?
Gail said, I know a couple with Peyronie's, and I ask if one has to stand around the corner.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Hi, Candy Feinberg.
But it is a man thing. It is of the utmost. And that's right, Lisa.
It's a couple thing.
So true.
Yes, true. Of course it is. Yes, of course it's of the utmost importance. Yeah.
You know, women have all this other stuff that could go wrong with them, but don't let a man have a bent pee because my God.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure there's probably more to it than that, but
I don't know. They don't say anything about medical issues or trouble, just that it's, you know.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But I thought, well, if they're making this big of a deal about it,
it's a man's vanity.
Because I thought it was pretty common. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it probably is.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's like everything else. No two are alike.
Rarely are they perfectly straight.
We better stop right now. Oh my goodness.
Next thing you know, they're going to be like those Invisalign braces. Except for that.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, that's good. Oh, no, that's too funny.
We are being silly.
we should head up the research department of the man's company.
That's right. That's right, Gail. See, Fava said, well, women can pretend, but they can't.
Oh
my God. What is that stuff? Stiff lace stuff that I wonder if you could just,
iron it on and stiffen it up a little bit. Give it a little structure.
Do you iron that on? I thought they
iron it on and give it a little structure.
I thought they had the spray kind that would just spray it and
Oh, now spray would work. I was going to say, we guess we could glue it on, but spray would work.
Or some clear sealant, let it harden.
And then let him look for a partner.
Stiffy, I use it all the time.
That had to be Margie or Fava.
No, that was Fava.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Margie or Fava.
And Debbie said, "Oh, the things you learn in a steampunk class."
Really? Crafting 101. Margie, are you sure you and Fava, did you forget to tell me you had a sister? Are you and Fava related?
Brenda said, "My first husband had a bent carrot."
It was just fine.
Smart ass. He said it was from Vietnam, and all the women
bought it.
All the women slick goes the other way.
Oh my gosh.
Running into pelvic bone, and it was bent. Oh my God. Brenda, I can't believe I read that out loud. Oh my Lord. Note to self, when Brenda comments, read ahead.
Really? Read silently first.
Yes.
Candy's busy shuffling everybody out of the room as she's rolling on the floor laughing her head off.
Fava says spray isn't as good. Stiffen doilies with it, really.
I can hardly even see anymore. My eyes are so full of tears.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh. Okay, y'all. Well, it is late, and I don't want to keep everybody any longer. But y'all, it's been so much fun. And Marianne, thank you so much for coming on with me and doing this. You have been a wonderful student.
Thank you for
ladies have been wonderful. I love them all.
Yes.
I thank all of you for being here, and I invite you all to come with me at the end of the month. Did we decide the 29th?
It's the 4th Saturday of the month. Anybody have that up? The 4th Saturday.
The 4th Saturday.
4th Saturday of the month
will be
Saturday Night Live Laugh and Craft, and we will make the 27th. Okay. We will, on Happy Paper People, we will make a steampunk book, journal, whatever you want to call it, to go inside this box. So all you need to know for sure is the inside dimensions of your box, so that when I give you a supply list, you'll know exactly what size you need, your outside of your book to be. So that'll be fun. And even if you didn't make a box and you want to make a book, that's good too. Maybe some of you have made the box, you're way ahead of us and didn't need to do another one, but maybe you want to make a book, and that's always a lot of fun. So if you steampunked, or if you gessoed up a bunch of items and you don't use them all in the box, hang on to them. You can use them on the front of the cover of your steampunk book to go inside. So you will also want to know how deep your box is, so that you make sure that your book is not, your spine is not as thick as that. So it'll fit down inside and allow you enough room to embellish the front cover three-dimensionally, and not get hit by the top of the book or top of the box cover as you close it. So those are just little things you'll want to know about your box that you're going to put it in.
Yes, because as we all know, size does matter. And with that, I bid you all good night. Thank you again all for coming. Love and hugs.
Laura. Love everybody. Thank you. Thanks, Laura.
Thank you, Marianne.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.